Order filled. Order filled. information from the mobile team, but if you have what you need, are you comfortable story pointing
Yes, I think it should be like a 2 or 3.
Let's do 3, just to play it safe. All right, and then we'll circle back on this one just to ensure we get an update from the mobile team there. All right, MuleSoft, Habib. Let's see. So this is assigned to 4.1. All the tasks are in there. Any questions? Anything that you need? Looks like it's refined too, so I'm guessing we're good here, but just wanted to ask just in case.
This might have been one that moved over. Be It's active too, isn't it? Or is it new?
No, it's a new.
Oh, these are all the ones that were in the old feature that I moved over to the new feature.
Okay.
So are these the ones you're working on for the next PI, basically, Habib?
Because there are tasks in here, so is Habib on?
Who's on?
He stepped away. All right, well, let's come back to this. Yeah, Veronica, did you have something?
Yes, regarding the other story, we don't need to do anything from our side. Mohammed has provided the URLs for redirection, so there is nothing from CLOS, so we can close the story.
Oh, okay.
Oh, which one was that?
That was the one.
The Explore products.
Mobile Explore product.
I think it's the landing page that we were just talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this one.
Yeah.
So they don't want the radio button selected?
No, it will not be selected. They will just redirect it to CLOS and the member has to select.
Okay, perfect.
So yeah, do you want to remove it then, George? Or Habib?
So a couple of things to note: if US 30 closes below this support level, then we'll be into cells. This level right here. I don't know if you guys can see it,
Perfect.
but
Thanks, Radhika.
this level here
All right, so we'll come back to
at
Habib.
42399. Once we close below there,
Next
I'll
one.
look for cells.
I think I know the answer, but figured
And
I'd ask
also,
anyway. So
if
this is
MNUQ can close like a little
the
more bearish,
WF script for
I might enter
outbound
cells in the
for
break of that low.
it's a
But it would
3-pointer.
just depend on how this closes because this 5 minute might flip bullish. So
Fine.
have to wait and see. US 30 we needed to come down more before we can enter anything. So yeah, we need this 1 minute to like potentially flip here, come down, and then we can enter cells. Otherwise, we won't be able
And
to.
what about the re-age one?
US 30 we needed to come down more.
There's some detail in here. It says need requirements.
Move that to 2.
We've got about a minute left here, so if this can come down below here, then I think we'll be good for some more cells, especially because we'll have a big bearish candle. Big bearish candle will lead to a lot of volume, and we'll be able to, complete the cells. So let's see.
All right, so all right. Next item
Which one,
here.
Josh?
No, we're talking about another meeting. John and I.
Oh,
They're trying to pull us out of this for a lending factor meeting with Core again, which I don't understand what.
I think I might get into cells here on the break of this low.
This
Once it creates a top wick, then I'll get in.
today.
oh, okay.
Might be too late, low key.
All right, so Dale, right here, the Google autocomplete. I'm sure, but I just want to double check. You have all the information you need. Otherwise, we can just simply mark this. As
Yeah, so this didn't close below MNQ. I missed the entry, unfortunately.
Okay.
Once it creates a top wick, Then if it creates a top wick and re-breaks that low, then I'll be in.
Perfect.
Actually, I'll just
And
I might
your
do get in
tasks are
now.
there. Perfect. And then I'm guessing same thing for the other
Let's
ones, right?
see. Top wick. There we go. Top wick.
Let's see.
Sell stop placed.
Certify autocomplete to authorized user and balance transfer pages.
Yeah, I think
So yeah, this can re-break the low.
Okay. I didn't
Then we
see
will be in here.
QA task, so I don't know QA if you're okay
Stop
with the
loss is
storyboarding or if we
about
need to
23 pips
that
away.
looks okay.
that looks okay. All right. Let's move on then, and we got one more here. This one, the 2 pointer, autocomplete to your loan documents receipt options page.
So if and only if it re-breaks that low, will we be in?
Selected correctly.
Otherwise, there's no
Do
like
we have the information
real
we
reason to
need?
enter.
Do you have
I
the
would say.
information we need for this one?
I think
30-minute did close
fine.
bearish, though. That's a big sign.
All different
So
times.
as of right now, I'm just have to wait and
The loan
see.
types, okay.
So if you're at 3 or 5, what do you think?
Three.
But yeah, um,
Why don't we make that 5?
it's coming up to this area. I think we might come a little bit higher up till here. Retest like around here or here, and then probably flip over.
Okay, 3 is okay.
3. Okay.
Maybe what I do is I also combine testing with other areas, so 2 is okay.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. Fair enough. All right. I think we're getting close to the end here. Let's see. CLS internal packages. Did we want to come back to the .NET ones?
The
Or
.NET ones, we can skip for now
for now? Okay.
until Muhammad does his research.
Okay.
I mean, granted, they're still in sprint 1, and we should point them, but
Should we, so given that note, do we want to wait on the research first and then assign these .NET ones to .2, and then we could always pull them in? But we set the expectation that we want the research done first. As
we can do that.
just a thought.
We
Give
can
it
do that.
give it some thought. We still have
I mean, they still need to be done.
yeah. And that's the kind of behavior. So for those of you that are wondering what I meant by that is rather than over committing and telling people, because one thing, for example, the carryover, right? A lot of you may hear about that or experience that. Rather than telling people, hey, we're gonna over commit, let's
Yep.
do
As soon as this low
what we
breaks, I
think
think that'll
is
be a
reasonable,
perfect
and then if
indication
there's
for
something that
sells. Let me just see if I could add more
saying, hey,
positions
let's
here.
say Dale,
So about
things went
29.
wrong,
So
so
let's check the risk
didn't take
sheet.
as long as I thought, then he could always pull in something
About
else
30
from
point stop loss. So
quarters,
yeah, I think we can only
and
risk that
get a
much.
head start on that. I mean, there's nothing
You can't
that
risk
says
more
that's
than
a
that.
bad thing.
So
It just helps us plan a little bit
yeah,
better.
that's fine.
So just that's why I kind of pointed that out to see. Do we want Mohammed to do the research
So
first?
yeah, as soon as this low
Do
breaks,
we
we'll be
want
in.
to put the .NET upgrade
Yeah,
items to focus
I think
on
it will break
for
because
this
if you see the
iteration,
trend,
and then if
now
he
we
doesn't
created
want
higher
to do
high, higher
.NET,
lows,
he
and
could
now
always
lower highs,
pull
low,
in
lower
something else
lows.
from
So
.2. So again, just a thought.
check the
For the
5 minute.
research for the
5 minutes
upgrade one,
bearish.
what am I like doing?
The only thing I
Do I
don't
have
like is that the
options to
five
look
minute
for
is closing
indicators,
like this.
or am I
Well, actually, I do like
doing
this
it
because
blind?
if this is closing bullish, if the next 5 minute candle can break this low of the previous 5 minute, I think that'll be an amazing, amazing confirmation for us to continue to push
Setting
down. But if we don't get that, then that's fine
setting
too.
the right
Um,
feature.
yeah,
Things
I'll
he
just have to
has
wait and see.
information she needs for this one.
Um, and if the 15-minute closes bullish, I might get into buys to like retest the high, but
Correctly
that's
stamped
all gonna be
documents and
later. So
files.
right now we're just waiting to see, because right now we're still bearish until we close bullish on the 15, or yeah, until we close bullish on the 15, we're bearish.
Easy peasy. All right.
And if the next 5 minute can,
Let's see.
I don't think it'll
TopStep
respect the high,
also
but
listed the
because especially we're
session.
closing
What do we
so
want to
strongly bullish,
today?
but
Looks
if
like
we
it's
can just
just
break
running
this low
clear.
on this 5 minute, then I think we'll be good
So
to
for the testing,
continue to push
estimation
down.
for Kamal, did we want to
So
add
it'll
any
really all
details
depend right
here?
now what
Like
happens.
into what's going to be covered, any specifics? Otherwise, we could always add it.
Yeah, we can just add regression test, CLOS internal and external, because service is already part
I
of
got
it.
it. You want
Oh,
it?
you got it. Okay.
We broke that. Oh, okay. We just
Well,
respected that high. That's a good
yeah,
sign. Since we just respected it, if we continue to come
so
down
let's
here,
first
it'll
look
be a
at
very good
that.
sign
Just have to refine
for sells, I would say.
really quick here. All right, we're almost there. Let's see. So the CLOS.NET 8 packages, we'll come back to that. Piggyback. This one's assigned to Andre. Update the DB field to big int, which storage I think you were talking to me about that one
It's
too.
active now. Just make it defined.
Fine. Okay.
I just looked this up actually.
Either like we can either break this low on the
And
5 minute, or we can just close
so
below
that's
here.
moving
Either of
forward.
those two
Is
would
that
be great
correct?
indications for an entry.
Again, strategic
So
priorities.
yeah, if either of those occur, I'll be in.
It's enterprise
US
priority.
30 is coming down here. I might want to wait for a
Is
closure below
enterprise
here,
priority.
Lending,
um,
risk or
just to
actions.
get a better, slightly better entry, I guess.
Awesome. All right. Well, everyone, we made it through the full list for 4.1. So at this point, and I know we're
That's a
probably
good
a little
sign on the
over
5 minute
right
as well.
here.
Yep.
Just take a look at what's currently assigned to you. Let me actually double check, make sure everyone has, or everything has been assigned.
And we are
Let's
still on 51, Giovanni.
still on
Never
51.
mind. So now we're coming up to
Well, let's
break that
talk
high.
about
So
averages.
if we
So
close
I think,
bullish here, then
be realistic. That's
we know
the
what
only
to
thing I
do.
would
We're
ask
gonna
is
probably get in buys to
let's say
retest the
you
high, but as
anticipate
of right
issues
now,
coming
let's
up
see.
or your line of work issues
We did
coming
tap
up.
this level,
You
so
might
that's
want
a
to
good sign
reduce your
too
list a
that
little
we
bit
could
so
potentially
that way it
continue to go
frees up more
bullish.
capacity to address some of these external surprises that you get.
I thought we just kind of correct this
Otherwise,
move and
yeah,
maybe
we're
come
pretty
down
much
until
at
here
the
because
mark
we
right
haven't
here.
done that yet.
And then
So
for
we'll have
Maybe
to wait and
close out
see.
all the stories and bugs in
oh,
the
Yep.
previous print.
yeah, let me bring that up because Habib, I don't know if he came back yet. There were a couple items still sitting in 3.6. So let me, and then Sahil, you're on two. Let's see. Sahil had a few here. So let's go through the list here. So Sahil 243658, verbiage change and closing option screen and external UI and internal UI.
Gotcha.
Is this something that you have completed? Need more time?
Do you mind scrolling up?
Beyond? Double muted?
I
It
think we
says
should
system
be. I
name
think this one should
refinement.
be. Let me. Can I see it one more time? This one. Is there any more details besides this one or no?
Uh, I mean, this is all the detail that is in here.
I think this should be good for everything for the story.
It should be everything.
Yeah.
All right. And this was originally assigned to 3.6, so not sure if anything has changed. Otherwise, if you have the information you need to kind of get this going, we can assign it to 4.1.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds good.
All right. So then you said, let's see. Well, if we mark it as refined, I don't want it to be confused because if he's working on it first before he presents it to the team, like
Don't put a tag on it.
don't put a
Yeah,
tag
you
on
can
it.
just
Okay,
leave
that's
a. You can leave no tag on there for now.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where this whole process I'm trying to figure out what's the best
When
way.
you got him working on stuff, these kind
Yeah.
of points, then don't put tags on it.
Yep. Exactly. All right. So there's that one. There's this one as well. Sahil, edit verbiage for fraud alerts, and this was
Mhm.
active. Active.
Yeah, this one's. This one has everything in there as well.
Okay, so it's refined, and it's well, the tasks have been closed. So does that mean this is ready to be picked up for development? Did we want to go over that?
We should have a tag for ready for development, ready for
Refinement.
refinement.
And then, I mean, that's why I asked the question, do we anticipate this being picked up in 4.1? Otherwise, we can revisit this during backlog refinement and preparation for 4.2.
I'd say preparation for 4.2
4.2?
or 3.
What do we think?
I mean, I don't have.
That should be okay.
Just need them to sign off on the language, right? Didn't Tracy send an email?
Sorry, say that again, John. You got cut out.
Are we, I think we're still waiting for Steven to sign off on the change, right? Didn't Tracy email Steven today?
He didn't respond yet. I thought he did.
Oh, did he? Maybe he did. I
Let
might have
me.
missed
I
it.
can look
So,
again
yeah,
and see just to make sure.
Just put in three for right
yeah,
now.
that works. In three?
Yeah,
Okay.
put in three for right now.
And then we could do ready for refinement. And then Sahil, if you want to add a note, I think that might be helpful for us to, as a reminder, like if we need to follow up with Steven or, whoever, it might be a good idea.
Yeah, get to refined out, ready for refinement. That's fine. Because there's no date on this, is there? Huh? Like a due date?
No, there's no due date on there. It's just something that they just brought to us for an enhancement.
Okay. One of these business support items, basically.
All right, so let's take a look here. Theo, Sahil, another one here, 323959. Don't ask members for document uploads prior to auto decision denial as well as prior to underwriter decisioning. It does have the tag for business requirements needed, so anything, I guess, did you start on this? Do we need to carry this over?
This one, um, this one, I think we got the rest of the requirements, but I'll update it. I'll update this story with the requirements that I got.
Okay. And then John and George, do we want to assign this at 24.4 running the business? Is this something we anticipate being picked up? Do we have room in 2 or 3 or not? Oh, iterations 2 and 3 for sure.
I know three. I think I said three.
3, okay, because this is one that Erica said is driving some call volume. So people are confused because they're getting the email saying to upload the documents, but they're declining it, things like that.
I don't know if two we're gonna have enough room, so
Okay.
I'm going out for three.
Yeah, that works.
Because then I'll get into November release from what I think.
That would work. All right, so I'm hearing 3. 4.3. All right. And do we want to do ready for refinement just to kind of keep it on the radar during our backlog refinements?
Yes.
All right. I think that about does it for this one. All right. Next one here looks like something assigned to Habib. It's a bug. The 400 bad request status code's now returning 409.
Fix this. I fixed this. I didn't pull. I forgot to pull requests. I'm sorry. This is done. Testing is like a one. Uh, I can pull request it today and get it done. It was a pretty straightforward change.
I think it's one for you, Habib. I think for me it's not one.
I think it should still.
It's funny you printed it wrong.
Oh,
You can.
Because we're closing below this support too on the 5 minute.
I'm not a
I
pro
think
like
that'll be a
you
good
are,
sign.
so
No, you can store it
So
with
we'll have
it.
to wait to see if we close
The
below this
dev
level.
part is done. It just needs to be pushed into the code.
We got about 30 seconds left here.
oh, 297.
If we can close below here on the
so
5 minute, that'd be a good sign,
you
but
said you
still
will
have
add the
about
link
30
to
seconds.
the
One.
Yeah, I'll push it to develop today.
feature develop, right?
If this doesn't close below, then it might not be as viable, but there's still a high likelihood since we
okay,
are
I see.
engulfing the previous candle,
So I'll just leave it
potential
to
2
develop.
candles on the 5 minute.
Okay.
So there's still a high likelihood we can continue down.
Oh, yeah.
Because this might just be a retest to create a lower high. And then once we break these lows, I think we should be good to continue down.
Anything else on
But
this one?
we'll wait and see. The 15 minute close
We're
bullish.
good here, Asli, Habib.
If this
I
is
know
low
you were
breaks,
chatting there.
I'm pretty sure.
I think they're good.
Pretty sure the 30-minute will close
Yes,
bearish
we're
as
good.
well. So we'll just have to wait and see.
Perfect. Let's see another one here for Habib. Let's see what do we got here.
Yeah, we got a bunch of MuleSoft ones that Habib that I carried over. I just don't know. Are they needed?
Yeah, I guess with the meeting, I haven't been able to sit with Osley and test some of these things, so they're for now they're needed, but depending on how our testing goes, it might change. So tomorrow's Thursday. These meetings are gonna go on all day today, right? There's no break.
Correct.
I mean, you could still.
At 2 o'clock, you basically could work on things.
Yeah. So yeah, Osley and I, not to give you work, Osley, but at 2 maybe we can sit together and go through some of these stories.
So yeah, once this low breaks, we'll be in.
Depending on
Because that means that 30 minutes
what
also gonna
we
close
can
bearish as
either
well.
change the tickets or something. It'll
And
be
then
Osley and
I would say we should be
so
good.
that
I mean,
works.
we could correct this whole move, or we can just come down till here maybe.
All right, and
To retest
George,
this
you already
area
updated it, so thank you. Let me just update the
that we
tabs
broke out of.
Yeah, I already updated both of them.
So
This
that's
is
about
weird.
21 pips. So we'll have to wait and see, honestly.
Wait, did it disappear already? Yeah, you might want to go back, George. If was it this one? It just disappeared. So I usually do the task first. So,
I moved all the tests.
did you? Okay.
Well, here, let me see.
Because I just want to make sure if there's something to be, if you spend time in the
Hang on.
in the current iteration, that there's a
That because somehow we picked the task moved to BI.
oh shoot. Yeah, we don't want that.
Luckily, I could see them
Okay.
in the board view.
Okay. Yeah, if you don't mind updating that.
You know, I updated all the tests now too. I'm like, where'd you put this? I'm like, looking at, that's a weird spot.
All right. Well, at least you were able to find them. That's a good thing, because usually that's a challenge.
Yeah, I don't even know where you moved it. It's like somewhere.
It's like a BI one. Yeah.
Well, sprint 9.
Sprint 9.
May come down and break this low here, so just be ready for an entry.
Did something.
I hit something. Yeah. All right.
We're about to be in here,
now
so
we're good. Any
just
questions
be ready.
up until this point in terms of what we've done so far?
And then we'll be
What
looking
is
to
it?
take profit.
Is it CLS related or something else? Which moment?
I mean,
No,
we may
it's,
correct this whole move up.
it's,
I don't know.
related to account
That's a possibility here, just to correct that move up. And then retest the highs as well. So that's what we're looking for.
All right. I know we're due for a break. One thing, just to, as we go into the break, something to think about. Right now, we're sitting at 63 for 4.1. So I would highly encourage you take a look at what's assigned to you, see what if there's anything that maybe is going to take you more time or you need a little bit of wiggle room. Let's have those conversations. We have George and John here. They should be able to help provide a little bit of guidance. But yeah, we're a little bit over here, so I'd like to get this number down if possible, and then maybe, like I said, move it to 4.2. The worst that can happen is you finish 4.1 early. You can start picking stuff up from 4.2. So otherwise, I think that puts us in an okay spot. George and I and John will have to start looking at the objectives for the PI. Start
Order filled.
Analyzing those.
I got slipped a little bit there. That's okay.
Here soon for some
So
feedback.
we're in here.
Otherwise,
We'll have to wait and see how we do.
No.
All right, so let's stop here. We'll regroup at 10:05.
Stop loss will be above that candle
15-minute
high.
break here. All right, thank you all. I'll just post it in the chat as well.
Thank you, Giovanni. See you in 15 minutes.
Sure.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of what happened. I mean the thing is we waited for our setup, in terms of like waiting for like support like 15 minutes to be broken. The only issue is just the simple fact that we still are like in a bullish trend. I guess that's the main issue. So we did try to go counter trend here, uh, but yeah, essentially we'll have to wait and see how we play out because there's still, I mean, there's still a good possibility that we can still go bearish, because we're coming up to this area. Um, Hopefully we can flip here on the 1 minute, and then if we flip here, we may get stopped out. Honestly, let's see. That would be tough, unfortunately, but that's kind of what happens when you go counter trend. Yeah, we did go counter trend here. That's just something that we have to work on. Is just staying patient. Waiting for the proper counter trend. I mean, this thing is still trending downwards. That's the issue here. This thing is still trending downwards, but this might have just been a liquidity grab, but we're not sure yet. This has to like come all the way back down here for us to confirm that that was just a liquidity grab. This move up, and if it was, then yeah, we can. This would be a good place to keep our stops at, I would say. So let's see here if we can come down and start to re-break these lows. Because if we do that, then I would be a little bit more confident in this setup for sure. But if we break that high, then my confidence will not be as high. So if we start to break that high, so okay, there we go. Close bearish with a pretty big rejection. So we'll have to wait and see if we close bullish or not on this 1 minute. But yeah, like I mentioned, like here, let me go. So like this is the area, right? I mean, these areas, if because it's already respected once, so I think I'm gonna keep my stop loss there. I don't want to move it further up because that's risking too much. Um, but yeah, let's wait and see. Because then if this can close bearish as well, then we should be good to go down. I don't see why not. But yeah, we'll have to close bearish here. Again, the 1 minute doesn't dictate too much. 1 minute is just more so for like stop losses and just figuring out short term direction. Um, but yeah, I don't like that, unfortunately. Hopefully we can flip and break the low. If we can flip and break this 1 minute low, that'd be a good sign. We tried to catch a fading move, which I'm not a huge fan of it, catching fades, but it is something I wanted to try out, something new. Um, but maybe I should have just do some sample sizing first on this type of move because I don't think this is a great like trade. I think honestly, because when you're in a severe uptrend, I mean, catching a short for a retest, I mean, you could do that, but you just don't know where it'll like retest because it can just retest any area and just continue to push up. There's doesn't have to be any logic in price. It can just push up wherever it wants to, So that's another thing as well. That's the problem with retests is it's just tough to see where it's gonna retest and where it's gonna continue. So yeah. But yeah, we have our stop loss at a good level though. I will say that. I'm confident in the level that we have our stop loss at because, if that breaks then yeah, this is the way price is meant to go. But We broke the 15-minute low. I think, um, yeah, we'll just have to wait and see. Yeah, I just really want to see this close bearish because then internally, in within a structure within the structure, we'll have a bearish, a lower high, which is a good sign. But I really want to see this 1 minute close bearish for a confirmation of a internal lower high. Otherwise, if this closes bullish, then we don't know what's gonna happen. But yeah, let's wait and see. This is the same level we came up to before where we rejected at. This time around, I don't know if we will reject. Okay, we kind of did reject. But we still have to close bearish. That's the thing. We can't just expect a rejection and then you have to close bearish. That's the thing here. I think if we close below these levels, I think that'll be a good sign because then internally we have a lower high as well. But if this flips and closes bullish, like I was mentioning, then yeah, it's not a good sign at all. But if we close bearish and then we can surpass these lows, I think we should be good because then in terms of structure, internally we have a lower high with a structure within a structure, and we are like creating lower highs and lower lows. So we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, we respected these lows again. Um, Honestly, I kind of want to close out of this trade, but I don't want to close out in this much drawdown because if I hold through, we might see like a continuation to the downside. The 30 minutes, like, I don't know. We'll have to see how it closes the 30-minute. If it closes above here, then it will not look good at all. But if we can close bearish, then that'd be a good sign for us. Starting to break these lows. Let's see if we can break them fully. Still haven't broke them. Respected them pretty heavily, not gonna lie. So let's see what this candle does. Hopefully we can get, I mean, look, lower high, lower high. Let's see. Let's see what the 15 minutes doing. 15 minutes like around the same thing. It's just closing like doji-ish. But I want this to close below here on the 15 minute, or at least close bearish on the 15 minute, because then that might be better. But yeah, this 30-minute closes bullish. That's not a good sign at all. I think it will close bullish, which I probably will have to close out of my trade then. Let's see. Hopefully we can close. I mean, we closed below the resistance, but does not necessarily mean that we will continue to go down at all, because it's still closed below bullish. I mean, we'll just trail our stops. I mean, we'll keep our stops above here, and if we continue to push down, then that'll be a good sign, but we'll keep our stop loss tight above there. So let's see how it goes. Now we broke those internal lows at least, which is a good thing. Let's see if we can continue to push down here. get stopped out here, guys. So let's wait and see. Oof, almost a pip away. Oof, we were like a pip away from getting stopped out. So let's see here. We were a pip away from getting stopped out, literally a pip. So kind of goes to show you how important these stop losses are, I guess. I mean, but yeah, if we break that high, then I'm out for sure, because there's literally nothing we can do. But yeah, I'm gonna keep my stop loss above that level right there. That might have been the liquidity we needed to break that low, but let's see. If we can close below here on the 1 minute time frame, that'll be good, but I don't know. It's just been consolidating here for the last like 10-15 minutes. I just want to see a closure below here. Right below here. Let's check the 5 minutes, see what the 5 minutes doing. 5 minute, if this 5 minute can close bearish, that'd be a good sign. We got about 5 seconds left. If this closes bearish, we'll be good. Let's go, close bearish. That's a good sign. That's a really good sign. At least somewhat of a good sign. Might need some type of top wick here though on this 5 minute before we can continue down. Yeah, there we go. There's a top wick. Now hopefully we can continue to go down if we break this low. Let's see. Or if we break that high, then we're out for sure. We're out. I mean, think about it. We respected this high twice, so a couple of times we respected that high. So I'm anticipating us to continue down, but we'll have to wait and see. There's still like, we still got about like 25 minutes left for this session. Like, there's still heavy volume until like 10:30-ish, I would say. But after 10:30, then like usually it dies down, I think, until like 2 p.m. like 2:30 p.m. That's what I've noticed. But yeah, right now we're just waiting for this to hopefully close bearish. Yeah, what happens every time is like we'll come down here and then like we'll just respect this area. It's just like it's what keeps happening. We may close bullish again here at that level again. If we can just get one candle closure below here, I think then we'll be good, but it keeps on like finding support at that level. Yeah, that's not good. What's that sound, bro?
Order filled.
Yeah, stopped out there. So, yeah. Very unfortunate, man. Yeah, I mean, not much you can do. Like, cause, yeah, not much you can do there. Wow. So basically, Price just wanted to stop us out and then continue in our favor. Because look, watch, it's gonna close below. I don't know if it closed like right at the line, basically, but depending on how this next 1 minute closes, if it closes below, then literally Price just wanted to stop us out and then continue moving in our favor. That's literally what wanted to happen. Yeah, I don't know if it'll close below or not, but I am seeing this BS though, live and in action. I'm gonna have one last trade today. That's gonna be in the break of these lows. Yep, one last trade for today, and that's it.
Order filled.
Yeah, look at MNQ. I mean, there's nothing we could do here. I mean, we had to manage risk accordingly, but yeah, we just got absolutely stopped out. Yeah, now it's probably going to continue in our favor more than likely. Last trade of the day. All we're looking for is just this wick fill. That's it. This wick to be filled to the downside. That's what we're looking for. I may close out of this place. It's high though, low key. Cause like, the thing that I don't like is just the simple fact that we are at support, kind of. Um, Even though we close below here, I don't know if we can fill this range or not. Cause there's a support here somewhat. Check the 5 minute. Maybe it'll give us some guidance. I mean, 5 minutes clean to the downside. 5 minute is clean to the downside for sure. Is there anywhere we can manage risk at? Maybe like right here. That's too much. Like right here, I guess, is where we can manage risk at. That's enough. That's the only amount that I'm comfortable risking. So let's see. 1 minute here. I'm gonna turn off my. I'm just gonna go on mute for a second.